Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Clarity. Are you guys rolling over or y'all staying with the old contracts? Right now, I'm still with the same contracts, the December contracts. You rolled over with Ninja? Yeah, I saw that this morning and I didn't do it because I wasn't really sure because I didn't know what the volume was on the new contracts. Well, I think you can change it back if you want, brother. Good morning, sir. How are you doing today? All right, let me get. I was doing real quick. 27 minutes. What is that? 9:45. All right, so that's gonna be our news for the today. There's actually multiples if you put both of them, but they're all at the same time. It's basically the S&P Global PMI news today. All right, now we'll take a look at Manzini levels today and see what he's kind of saying. I don't really know what to expect as far as what news goes, and also with rollover. Let me see if he had the test already. He was looking for the 35 to 40 test. Bet you it already happened. Yeah, it did. It happened overnight. Or was that? No, that was Monday. 35 to 40. So that's where we would open 53. So we could look for a retest of the 3540s as far as shorts go. And I think that's going to be your bear bull line today. Okay, it was saying the Bulls need to recover 56-61 for the Bulls to take over, which they did. So far, it's working out good. The Bulls are recovering, taking over. And these numbers are for the ES guys. All right. So those are the levels that we're looking at as far as ES goes. And I've also been using this bear pendant and bull pendant. So we have a huge bearish pendant here that we could possibly look for a breakout this morning. We had one earlier this morning, which we wasn't on to trade. We had a bearish pendant set up here, and we had to break out at, what, 81? Went up about 30 points. So if we can get back above this pennant, possibly look for a long. Not really sure if I'm going to do funded account, but definitely probably eval. And I also got it marked out on the chart here too, so. And this is usually pretty normal whenever I see these pendants work. We'll push below it. But most of the time we don't consolidate. So that's why I'm not really sure if this bullish pendant is going to be any good. Ooh, maybe we'll see a nice little 200 bounce here. Did everyone have a good weekend? All right, so guys, we more likely we won't be taking no trades for the first 15 minutes. What's up, Marcus? We do have 3-star news at 9:45, so just be aware of that if you're jumping in trades. Yeah, it was good. The only thing I want to say about whenever you start doing trading a lot, you kind of like the weekends can be long because sometimes you're just waiting for Monday to get here. Uh, Good morning, John. How are you doing today? Sounds like Methodical Man's got a cold over there too. All right, so we're kind of getting that nice 200 EMA bounce here. Still got a pretty nice looking bear flag here. But I don't know if we're going to have any kind of breakout. I'm hoping it's the same setup that we had down here. We had a nice little bearish pendant here. We consolidated, then had a nice 30-point run off the top of this bearish pendant here. And we got another one here, so about the top of it sitting at about 910. But I think with any of these indicators, you definitely got to use your own judgment with some of those. So I don't know. You just shoveled my drive. Oh, no, no snow here. How much snow did you get, John? Or was just enough to cover your driveway? All right. Should be opening in about 30 seconds. 30, 40 seconds. We get snow here, but it's usually not too devastating. The only thing that really devastates our town is if we get hit with a lot of ice. And we haven't had too many of those over the years, but man, when it does, usually for more of the people who live farther out of the city limits, you know, it's harder for them to get their power back on. Woo. Man, I'm going to have to sit here and watch this. There's no way I can take this, even if we break out of this. Like I said, you got to just take it at your own risk. I mean, I guess I can switch over to an eval here. Oh, shoot, that thing done gone too fast. I didn't even get time to switch over to an eval. Woo. Wow. Did anybody have the boys to take that pendant breakout? Oh, well, I'm going to put my stuff back to wake it up. I thought I could get switched over to an eval. I was like, well, let me switch over to an eval. Maybe I'll try it. But time I switched over, it already gone. Look, I see what I did. I looked away like 1 second. Wow. So this is kind of what it looks like with TradingView here. I just started using this type of pendant where it draws it out for you last week, and I kind of like it. It seems like every time it draws one out, it literally almost pays. It gives you a target, but I'm just not sure about a 50-point target. My luck, if I'd have took that, it would have just have wrecked me. I'm just going to have to be patient and wait till after 9:45. At least for funded accounts. For funded accounts. Man, it still looks like it's going to continue higher here. Let's see if we find support here at the 906. They got a little support here at the 96s. Oh, well, hell, that bounced off. Didn't even have time to really. These are the candles that can kind of wreck you, where the candles are so massive. If you jump in a little too late, it's so hard to have a good stop loss. That's the one big struggle that I've noticed when you're having rollover week is the candles are massive. I mean, right now, what is that? 94. So almost a 30-point candle, almost another 30-point candle. Shoot, this one looks like it's almost 40 points. No, it's not. Nope, another 30 points. The candles are so big, that's how you get your account wrecked. If you get a horrible entry, you can't have a good stop loss. Rolo week can definitely ruin your accounts. Uh, got a nice little support level sitting at what, 907. That's kind of what we're bouncing off right now. So far, guys, not really a lot to do here. We're just kind of barcoding sideways with massive candles. Is there anybody trading new contracts? Does it look a little bit better? Or is it a lot more stable? Because this right here is just whipsawing pretty good. Or I wonder if I can just switch over another... Switch over to like the March contracts, but on a different page. Let's see here. All right, let's switch over to the 1 minute and see what the difference is between the March contracts and the December contracts. Give me a minute. I'm updating. I'm bringing over the March contracts. This way we can kind of have both of them. Yeah. I have to give it a minute for the page to update here. Ah. It looks about the same. Is that the same? Yeah, I mean, realistically, even though they're different contracts, I mean, they don't look too much different besides the number here. Good morning, Java. Good morning, Andy. How are you guys doing this weekend? Andy, you still hanging out in Cabo? Oh, you're back home? Nice. Guys, remember, if you're in a trade right now, we have news in about 4 minutes. So just remember that. It's 9:45 p.m. numbers. Hopefully, after we get through news, we can start looking for like our 110-point play for our funded accounts. Oh, goodness. Man, definitely creating a nice little flag setup here, but especially if you're 20 holds. But man, we're so close to news. You also have a an inversion gap, but it's still a dirty close because it's still inside the still inside. Wow. King, did you take that 20 bounce? I know you like those. I didn't know if you took that or not. All right, guys, 1 minute. I mean, these are actually really massive candles. I just kind of have them squished in together. Ooh. I mean, it looks to me like if we broke below this fair value gap, usually that would be almost a sell here. Got an OB here. There's the news. Let's see what happens with the news play here. I'm hoping it doesn't do much where it messes up the contract or messes up the pattern here. Ooh. We'll give it a little bit longer, but if this price action continues like this, where we're having massive candles, we're probably just going to do evals only because, like I said, you just cannot have a good stop loss. At least not, I can't, because I like a 10-point stop loss. Here's the new contracts for anybody that's trading on new contracts. I mean, almost identical. Look at these 20-point candles. Wow. Whew. I'm hoping by 10 o'clock that the price action will settle down and get into a more normal rhythm, because this right now sucks. Has anybody tried any entries with this yet today? So above 50, that's your 15-minute breakout. And I freaking forgot about my 5-minute breakout again. Ah, there's the 5 minutes. Nice, nice, brother. I would have been clinching the whole time if I tried to enter this stuff. Be praying like, come on, you can do it. But at least if you, it's either going to be a winner quick or a loser quick. There is probably no waiting around. It's going to be like instant. It's probably a nice quick 10 points. Right now, that 5-minute candle's, maybe see if the 5 minutes going to hold here at 37s. Nope. All right, so we are in the macro time. So hopefully, maybe this will be finally the breakout. like I said, guys, right now, if we do look for entry, it's probably going to be on eval only, not funded accounts. Looks like we got some resistance there at 33. I guess that's the top of that 5-minute candle. There comes your 15-minute breakout. That 5-minute candle has actually been a wall sitting here at the 35s. Maybe we can get a nice little bear flag back into the 20 here. I mean, bull flag. I'm sorry. Get a nice little bull flag back into the 15 minutes. Wow, that thing hit the target. That's crazy. Look, hit the target. If you'd have bought the pendant. All right, even better. Got a fair value gap, the 15-minute gap, and hopefully the 9 and 20 can get here. So hopefully we can get a bull flag set up here where we can. Hopefully you get more than one candle. I'm not a big fan of this one. You just print one candle and goes. All right, pulling back into the gap. I don't even know if they're going to get that far back. I definitely want to see at least 3 to 4 candles would be nicer. You want to see at least where it slows down a little bit, get 2 or 3 candles, and just stair step back into the 15-minute. Looks like we have a nice little wick there at 51. So I should hit this one right here. All right. Let's see if that's even going to hold. Prefer to see a 21. That would even be better. But you also have a gap here. This is kind of like a fair value gap fill. But I'm not going to short highs. All-time highs got me a little nervous. Oh, well. It may still go. I just didn't trust it. These all-time highs got me nervous. Let's see if it gets it. I bet it will. God dang it. Whew. Oh, you had your limit order set at the 20 exactly? All right, maybe we'll get another one pulled back where it touches the 20. So maybe we'll get another opportunity. And that'll actually be your second one. Maybe that'll be the second pullback. It'll be a little better. Ah. Son of a bee, man. I hate these freaking all-time high trades. That sucks. I paper handed that trade, guys. I missed out on my 10 points. Freaking. Uh. Nice if anybody was able to not paper, maybe not paper trade that thing. Oh goodness. All right, John, we're gonna get that. We need that 21 EMA pullback in touch. Man. Wow. 40 points off of that 50. I should have even considered that, and I didn't do it. Was at 943. We also had the 50% pullback here at the session mid. Oh, that's so loud. That was perfect. I feel like I missed my one funded account trade with this sell here, because that was on my funded account trade that we took that last entry on, and I think that's what caused me to paper hand it. It got really nervous being at the all time highs. I did the same thing a couple weeks ago where I was struggling at all time highs. All right, there's a 9. Come on. A little bit deeper. I definitely won't take this trade off the 9. I want to see the 21 pullback, guys. Or even maybe if we can touch 65s. Look at that nice bounce right off the top of that 65. Let's see if we sell through here. Damn, I still don't trust this thing. All right. Oh, well. That's going to be my last trade on the funded. I'm just not comfortable trading this today. We're just going to switch over to evals only. Not really doing too well with the funded accounts. Right now, we're just kind of down our fees on these. $9, $13, and $8.50. I mean, we bounced right off that level that we had marked too. And that, I got that level also from your point of control level. Ooh, the evil all-time highs, guys. Does anybody else struggle at all-time highs? I don't know why, but man, I always struggle at all-time highs. Good old consolidation period. Ooh, it almost got down there to your 21 king. So you got your resting order sitting at 68, king? Oh, you did it right below it. Oh, okay. Not, dang it. I got in. Oof. Dang it. We're like we're going to get stopped out on this. Damn it. All right. That was my last try with the funded, so that put us down $100 for the day. So it's gonna be a loser for the fundeds today. All right. So we're gonna be red on the funded today. I should have stayed away, like I said. All-time highs, I struggle really bad, and the stop losses just have to be too big. All right. All right, now we're switching over to the eval, so we can definitely be a little bit more aggressive with our play. Yeah, I won't do it twice. We just do one and done on those, John. I feel like I paper handed my one good trade this morning, and that was over here. So instead of us needing 4 more trades to get this to pay out, now we're back to needing 5. See if we pull back, retest this 65 here. See if this level holds. level did kind of hold. Let's see. We're still at that 65 level there. Wanted to see if that level is going to hold or not. So we're on an eval now, so we will take a little bit more riskier trades, guys. Come on, quit struggling to go. All right. The next target to get through is going to have to be this session mid here. Might get a bounce here. So that's why I went ahead and just took my close to 10 points in case it bounces off this 50% mark. Got a pivot sitting at 67. It's a 21, John. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me check, make sure. I thought it was a 21. It's a 21. Got some resistance at 33 here. I'm going to buy the 200 here. Because we could get a bounce here off this pivot. Oh. All right. Switch over to the next account here. So that was literally a bounce off that 34 too, or the pivot here. It's like a 20-point bounce off that pivot. That's why a lot of times I like playing the pivots, man. I would think we push back up and retest those 65s there. There's that 65. Let's see if we get through that 65 there. See if we stay close to it. Like I said, guys, these are evals, so we are being more aggressive. Oh, come on. Right? Okay. We could pull back and also retest this 65 or even the pivots here. I'm gonna risk a little bit of this and just see if that 65 will hold up. I want to see us break out of this IBH up here, so that's why I'm kind of holding right now. We'll just settle for 20 points if we get it. This is a fairly new eval, so it's not a big deal if we only end up with 80 bucks instead of the full 100. We got a pivot up there at the 19 because sometimes these pivots like to get touched. So we're kind of right in the middle here. We got the IBH sitting at 91 and got the pivot up at the 19. I like that my entry's getting right above the 21. That's a good sign. So at the most, that usually on your first pullback, I'm hoping we get no more than a non-EMA pullback. If we get above our IBH, we're just going to go and take us a 10 out of this just in case it can't go. Oh, shoot, we got 1 minute left for the IBH set. I thought that was the IBH set. I lost track of time. All right, there's the IBH set. Actually, no, we're just gonna settle for 30 points if we can get to the 30, since it's kind of stalling there, because we always get usually some kind of resistance at 22,000. Well, that's the whole number, 22,000, but also at freaking all-time highs is insane right now. All right. I probably could have got the 40, but that's okay. We'll settle for the 30. All right, so this is kind of what the counts look like today. Like I said, we're one in the red on the PAs today. We took one loss. Unfortunately, the evals are the only thing that's seeing the green. That's the way it goes. Man, we got the... I want to see the 21 EMA pullback here. That'd be the nicer of the pullback back into the 70s. Then maybe we blast through this IBH. There's the 21 little break there. I mean the 9 break. That was right off the 9 EMA there. Yeah, I hit the 22,000s. I hate that I messed up my freaking funded account trade today. It's so annoying. I paper handed my account so bad this morning, because this was the trade that we're in, and I got nervous and went to break even. Wow, just straight up, straight on up. Man, we would have hit our 50-point move. There's that pivot touch. What's up, crypto? How are you doing today? We're about to be, if we can find one more green trade, that'll put us at 50-50 for today. We're red on the the PAs today. So we lost $100 on those. So instead of 4 more winning trades, that knocked me back down to 5 winning trades. But unfortunately, right after that, I mean, I could have had a winner this morning, but I paper handed my trade this morning. These all-time highs make me nervous. Did I use the ORB? I don't think so. It was just a it was this breakout here. We had the push up. We didn't quite touch the 21. I bought this breakout. But I went to break even and it came back and stopped me out break even. Then it went. Then the next trade, my stop loss wasn't big enough and I got stopped out. No, I forgot about the 5 minute today as far as the trade go. I did see that 5 minute back test though. I saw that. Yeah, right. It was right here. It was. Yeah, it was a nice 5 minute breakout here, but I didn't take that one. It's just all-time highs. I don't know what it is, crypto. Anytime we're at all-time highs, I always struggle a little bit. But it's just one red trade. We're just going to leave it there. We're not going to try to get it back or anything. So right now we're kind of looking for the retest of the IBH or the 21 here. No, I didn't want to add more accounts. I've already got like 9, 10 accounts to trade, so that's just enough for me at the moment. And the ES is at that 80 target, so let's see if that 80 holds on the ES. I was hoping for a better looking pullback than that. Oh, you're about to YOLO one? Goodness. Come on. Better looking pullback than this. Man, the ES could be going for the 88s. Son of a B. All right, good look. All right, finally get a better looking pullback than what we were getting. Oh, excuse me. So right now the ES is bouncing off that 81 there. I don't know if the ES loses that 81, then we could possibly look for the 79 as your next level down. But I remember that 81 being a pretty stout target for the ES. And you also have that 88. Let me go back up here and look. I forgot to write down where we could go on the ES. I want to say it was like the 90 or something. All right. Woo! Might be the sell off here. Let's see what happens. There's the 20 bounce. I mean, the IBH bounce. Yeah, the S is looking kind of strong over here. Looking like the silver bullet. Whoo, it looked like a trap on that one. We're not going to sell the highs up here, Ponzi. Looks like we want to push back up there to retest that pivot, but man, I don't know. The ES looks kind of weak and flat out right at the moment. I was thinking once we got below this IBH that we were going to be pushing down. One more cup of coffee. Not really a lot for us to do right here. We just kind of have to just wait and see what the next initial move is going to be. I mean, a lot of times I will take these IB8 bounces, but man, we've just been consolidating here. Maybe above this gap here. Ponzi, not Ponzi, but crypto, are you taking any of these gap trades? Just A setups only? I don't know, man. We're just looking so weak right now. Just buy and sell and close your eyes. Uh, let's see what happens here. All right, this is super aggressive right here, guys. I don't recommend following this trade because, like I said, it's super risky. There's really no setup here. It's just more or less, I thought maybe we would sell down. Man, I thought once we got below that gap, we would push down at least and retest the 50 EMA. All right, we're going to get stopped out on that one. Son of a B. All right, we're going to switch over to Bulanox. We're just doing one trade and done on these. This way we don't continue taking more losers. That's kind of the downside to trying to shorten the highs up here. My chart is going to freeze up for a minute because we're switching over to Bulanox. What's up, Salvage? So far, it's a red day for myself, Salvage. Yeah, anytime we have rollover week, I really probably don't need to trade. I'm thinking about not even trading my funded accounts until next Monday. Just the fact that we're in rollover week. I know Rolo week's always kind of hard, and plus we're at all-time highs, so it's like a double whammy here. Mm-mm-mm. Well, goodness. I was trying to switch over to Bewley's, but for some reason not connecting. We'll put these charts over here until it connects. Well, hmm. I was having other issues getting my Bulanox charts to pop up here. So that's why we have trading view up here. These charts on the bottom, this is the WADA for anybody that's ever used the WADA or indicators, the WADA. We did get the 50 bounce. All right. Still frozen, man. Come on. Just waiting for my charts to reset, guys. Sorry about that, guys. That sucks that it's taking so long. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're kind of just waiting for our charts to update. All right. What time is it? 10 o'clock? 11 o'clock? So we're kind of getting into that lunch hour where we do slow down some. I'm hoping we get the 50% pullback. So possible pullback back into the 950s. I was thinking once we got back above that 81 that we would make an 88 push. Yeah, I was hoping a while ago once we got below this freaking IBH that we would sell off some. Looks like we have a little bit of a support building up around the 91s. Crypto, are you only taking your failed fair value gap trades only? Good morning, Outer. Take any trades this morning, Outer? Oh, you missed your one, Outer? I wish I'd missed mine because we're red today pretty much. We have, I think out of 5 accounts, we're, what, no, is there 5 or 6? 6 accounts where, what, red on 4 and green on 2. Oh, good old all-time highs suck, guys. I'm not going to lie. man. I think until we get through these 81s, we're just going to have to sit here and just consolidate. Hopefully, this may be the trade you get through the 81s and push these 88s. Because these 88 to 90s, I think that's Adams levels from last week. Because we traded that 78 to 80s last week. Man. What if this will be another pivot point bounce? Damn. So the NASDAQ is pushing, but your ES is just stuck. So right now the ES is just still consolidating between 79 and 81 or 82. We got another little support level here at the 15s, so maybe we can get a pullback back into these 15s and 20s and maybe look for a bull flag out of this area here. I'd like to see maybe 4 or 5 candle pullback back into your 15 here, your pivot. Look for a pivot point bounce. But like I said, we're at all-time highs, and all-time highs are no fun because you don't have anywhere to look to the left to see where we could go. And yes, maybe. Yes, it looks like it's finally breaking out of its consolidation box. All right, there's your pivot touch. If we get through the pivot, next level down, we'd be looking to find a bounce, would be that 15 here. I still feel like all trades right here are super scary, guys. All these trades out here make me feel like super nervous. Trading these all-time highs like this on the NQ. But the ES is not at all-time highs, so the ES could still kind of pop up. We could get stuck here because I have been running at support at the 30s. These are all super high risk trades, guys. Like I said, I don't feel comfortable with any of these trades. Couldn't get out of this damn consolidation box. Son of a bee. We could just dump. The ES is looking pretty weak right now. Look at this huge. I'm hoping sometimes you get a nice little pullback on the ES, but the NASDAQ don't move. Then hopefully the ES will pop back up. Oh well, we're going to get stopped out on this one. All right. Man. Wow, look at freaking ES is just dumping hard right now. Woo. Debating if I just want to go in and close this one down because it's like we're just looks like we're rolling over. The ES is looking kind of weak. If the ES loses 79, I think I'm going to close it. Oh, it's close. Man. All right, we're closing. Woo. This way it just minimizes our loss. I think we just took, yeah, $70 on that one. Let's see if we can find another entry. That's going to suck if that thing skyrockets back up, but I don't know. Mm-mm. Yeah, we're still on December. I don't know. You think does the March contracts look a little better? Yeah, I moved my stop loss right there above the pivot there. Wow. Yeah, I saw where Ninja said switch automatically, but I didn't because I wasn't sure which one had the better of the what do you want to call it, the volume. Wow, we still got those 88s up there. King, did you take that 21 bounce again? I don't know. The ES still looks like it's just ready to sell off still. We just could not get through the 81s and 82s with the ES. It's about the same. Well, getting above the IBH 1.5. I wouldn't mind seeing the ES run the IBH 1.5 up at 86s. That's kind of what I've been waiting on the ES do to break out up here around the 88s. See if we get a pull back into that 25 there. So we've been pretty much in a tight consolidation range probably for the last hour or so, since what, 1040, and it's almost 1140. So a whole hour we've been just kind of stuck. Maybe we'll get a big move right here at 11:30 when the London closes. All right, got 1 minute left before the European close. All right, here comes the London close. Just not a lot to do right now, guys. We're just pretty much just consolidating still sideways. I mean, the ES to me just still looks weak. Just surprised the NASDAQ's just not looking the same. Ooh, nice little dump there. What is that, 84, 85? All right, let's see if maybe we can form like a little bear flag here or something. I mean, we stayed consolidation in this whole area forever, it seems like. A lot of times, whenever we start pushing, say below the 50 and it can't do anything, you'll make a little flag to keep selling. We're still going to watch the ES just in case. The only thing that worries me about these shorts is a freaking pivot down there. But we're going to attempt it. It's just an eval here, guys. So, like I said, this is not really a setup here. Just in case we get stuck at this pivot. All right. Well, if we lose the pivot, we should get a quick move down. But as you can see, we're kind of hesitating. Looks like it's going to get stopped out. Come on. Give up the pivot. If it gives up the pivot, I feel like we'll get a quick move down. And you got another little support level here at the 16s, 15s. So you'll probably get a bounce there too, possible. Might not get my target The ES just bounced off of its pivot. That's what that bounce came from. We're looking for the 100 EMA touch. That's down at the 99s. So that'd be 20 points just with one contract. We've already sold off the other 4 contracts. Oh, never mind. The runner didn't get anything for us that time, guys. Actually, no, we didn't even get the full target on that. I guess it must have hit our 5 real quick and I didn't notice it. Never mind. We'll try it again. We're on an eval, so we are going to take a little bit more aggressive trades. So we're still battling this pivot here. That'll put us, what, about $80, $68? Whew. Thought we would push maybe back up to that IBH up there. Yeah, looks like the ES is freaking dumping over here. All right, guys. This will probably be the. I'm probably going to take a break for a little bit so we don't continue to sit here trading this choppy stuff. I feel like I'll get myself in trouble if I continue to sit here watching this. All right, guys. We'll probably be back for Power Hour. Thank you guys for watching this morning. Be careful if you're trading this because we're at all-time highs and it's pretty choppy at the moment. So we're going to end up red pretty much on our Apex accounts, step 2, and green on our one Bulinox account, and red on one Bewley. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back in hopefully at Power Hour. Hopefully a little bit better. All right, guys. We'll be back in a couple hours.